Hey girlfriends, so in the other videos you're about to see, I had on makeup, but the other girlfriends actually inspired me to come back on here bearing it all. I actually had on makeup from the night before, so when I recorded that morning I was just like whatever, but I'm back here bearing it all, no wig, and I really benefited just from listening to the other girls' videos. They inspired me, and so I'm hoping that you all will be inspired as well from our different sides. We're coming together separately today to discuss health, insecurities, and acceptance. And we're just happy for you all to be joining in on another conversation this week.
Okay, so what's the best way to combat insecurity?
You have to accept your insecurities first before anybody else can.
Once you get older, or you just start to realize that these things that you think are flaws are not. It's beautiful.
No matter what it is, learn to love it. It's on you. It was made for you. And I think you're beautiful.
Just to start off, as far as health, I still haven't been going to the gym. I just haven't been going as much, so I've been going. I usually go about 4 or 5 times a week. I've kind of cut down to like once or twice a week, maybe even 3, only due to my work schedule. As I told you, I teach, and then I have a part-time job as well, so I'll be back and forth between 2 jobs. So some days I don't have enough time to go, or whatever my schedule is for the week, I can't make the gym. However, as far as my eating habits, I have decided to challenge the girls, and I wanted to start doing a 30-day vegan challenge. Of course, they weren't down. They won't meat. Everybody want to be thick. I did set one for myself. I'm going to try not to eat pork. It's been kind of hard because these past few days I've been eating hella Slim Jims, and I just had a barbecue cookout, so yeah, but I'm trying. So I'm gonna try to cut out pork completely to the point where I'm not even eating it at all.
My health and wellness journey, as I told you guys before, I did start working out in January, and I'm still working out. I'm working out somewhere between 3 and 5 times a week. It depends on how I feel. Going to the gym is not the hard part. Once you start going, it's the eating. The eating is the problem. I went on a diet for 6 weeks where I cut out dairy, all the fun stuff, bacon, nothing was fried, everything had to be baked, or just bland, boring diet. And I gained a significant amount of muscle, but of course, once I finished the diet, like a true dum-dum, I binged for 3 weeks, and my trainer made me feel terrible about it, but, you know, I was on a weight gain journey, so of course I gained, 8 pounds, but it was 8 pounds of fat, so now I look disgusting. I know that's not the truth, but, you know, we all have our opinions of ourselves. So really just hold yourself accountable to having a cheat meal every now and then. Cheat meals are okay as long as they don't turn into cheat weeks, cheat months, which is what I did. But it's totally normal. The journey to success or anything worth having, of course, is a roller coaster. You're going to go forwards, backwards, up and down. You might even flip upside down. Shit, who knows? But just stay focused and don't give up. That is the important part. Remember why you're doing it. If it's for your health, if it's for your vanity, which is fine. That's why I'm doing it. I want a bigger butt. But whatever your goals are, they are yours. Don't let anyone tell you that your goals are outlandish or ridiculous. What's for you is for you. Find something that motivates you and stick to it.
So first this week we're talking about how we are maintaining our health. Number one, I hope I live to do this tornado. That's how I'm trying to maintain my health. But right now, for my health regimen or staying healthy, I have been praying, talking to God a lot, channeling my negative energy into positive energy. I have been drinking a lot of water. That has increased my mood. That has made me wake up feeling slimmer. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I've also wrote affirmations like on note cards and posted or placed them in my mirror at home, so when I wake up in the morning I can increase my self-esteem and feel more confident about myself. That's what helps me maintain having confidence within myself and to stay encouraged. So yeah, I just been working on my spiritual health, and which then that carries over to my mental health. My physical, I have a personal trainer, but I haven't really been. I've been drinking Herbalife shakes though. Those really do help me. They have all the nutrients in them that you need. And yeah, so yeah, y'all, drink water.
So where am I in my health journey? I'm still not working out as consistently as I would like, but I can say my diet is definitely improving. Not eating out as much. I'm blessed to have a job that prepares food for us every day, and a lot of the times they have like a protein, a starch, and then a nice green veggie, so that's kept me on track. I've cut out sodas, don't really care for sodas. Water intake has increased, and I constantly drink tea. So I drink tea religiously. Every morning I have a cup of black tea or green tea with honey and lemon. I haven't gotten sick in a while, and I think I owe it to my tea. So that's where I'm at. And a major key, I would say, for your health journey in terms of staying consistent would be just limiting going out to eat. I know how easy it is, especially when you are you have time constraints that limit you from being able to cook or whatever, but that's why prep meals are amazing. So I think limiting going out to eat helps you avoid consuming those not so good things. And I know that's definitely
to overcome your insecurities, I feel like you gotta accept what you like. You have to accept your insecurities first before anybody else can. I think we're too busy worried about what other people think or what they have to say. It's what you want. Like, love yourself. Like, do for you first. If somebody out here don't like that you got a small frame or whatever, don't go get plastic surgery to make yourself thick. Love yourself first. Just like I said, one of my insecurities a long time ago was my forehead. Bump what everybody else talking about. I love my forehead, and I do everything in my power to show it off. You see, I got my hair pulled back, forehead, boom, on fleek. And so what? Like, this is me. You either accept me or you don't. I already accepted me. So I feel like, as far as overcoming your insecurities, you have to accept yourself first before you can expect someone else to. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Love yourself.
Okay, so what's the best way to combat insecurity? I think that the best way to combat an insecurity, or anything negative for that matter, is to just flip it into a positive. So, you know, it's kind of like the butt sandwich, like, oh, you know, I really hate my teeth, which I actually do, but I know I have a gorgeous smile. People tell me that they like it when I smile. Or even, like, for me, on some other shit, excuse my language, I don't know if you want to call it, but the best way to combat them is to just own them. I have this philosophy that no one can tell me anything to make me feel a way about myself, because I already know. Like, that's the beauty and acceptance of your flaws and your insecurities. If you have already owned them, no one can weaponize them against you. So you may come at me about my skin being bad or my teeth being crooked, but that's okay. It's a fact. But, you know, you can pay for skincare, you can buy makeup, you can go to the dentist. There are ways to fix it. If I want to fix it, I can. If I can't, then this is what it is, and this is who I am, and someone somewhere will love me for it. Of course, no one will love me for it unless I love myself for it. So always, always, always find it within yourself first. Don't go looking for it in other people. But everyone's insecure. Everyone has flaws. Everyone has things that they don't like about themselves. Don't let anyone tell you that you're crazy for not liking something about yourself. The only time you're crazy is if you're not doing anything to improve it and you know you don't like it. So stay focused, stay motivated, accept who you are, and carve out whoever it is you want to be if you're not that person already, because they're in there. You just have to find them and tap into them.
I don't feel like I started combating insecurities until maybe middle school. And I think that's when we get to that point in our lives where it's like, oh shoot, my looks do kind of matter. And so for a long time, I struggled with insecurities, but honestly, what helped me the most was prayer and self-acceptance. And I think the older you get, the more you realize we all battle insecurities. We all have that thing that we aren't too happy with. Even the most beautiful person in the world struggles with insecurities. And I think the best way to combat it is honestly just self-acceptance. Appreciating and understanding who you are and knowing that God created you in his light and you're dope. Like, he made you who you are because he knew there would be no one else like you. And I think that's what we should always keep in mind, is that we're unique, and we all have that thing about us, and that's what makes us beautiful individuals. So how I combat that is self-acceptance, and I think a good thing to practice too is just speaking life into yourself. So going into the mirror and telling yourself that you're beautiful, that you're amazing, that you're intelligent. Speak the things that you don't even believe just yet. Speak those into existence. I strongly believe in the power of the tongue, and I have literally gotten up every morning and I've told myself, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, until I believed it.
Okay, so get into insecurities. To think of an insecurity that I may have faced during my lifetime was probably with my forehead. I used to get picked on a lot. Dome piece, chrome dome, big head, all types of stuff. But I learned to like embrace my forehead, because I mean, it's not something that I can help. I can't change it, but I just learned to embrace it, and I turned all those jokes into positive things. Like, I just laughed it off. It's no big deal. Like, I know I do have a big head. I think I just mostly didn't like that people drew attention to something I already knew. Like, okay, I know I have a big head, what else? But now it's just like, it doesn't bother me at all. Like, I'm so like confident, and you know, I'm so confident with myself. Can't really break me down off small things like that anymore. I don't take things like that personal, or it doesn't hurt my feelings or anything. Like, it's my forehead.
So this week we're talking our biggest insecurities. My list is probably a rap sheet, to be completely honest, but what I'm battling with right now, of course it's ever changing, is my skin. My skin has been an insecurity for me my whole life. I have eczema. If you guys are familiar with it, or if you're not, it's a skin condition where your skin is very, very sensitive, very, very prone to dryness, and it also gets flaky and crusty. I get patches everywhere. I've had patches in my scalp, on the back of my neck, my legs, my elbows. I've even gotten it under my eyes before. So it's definitely something that has been a 25-year journey to acceptance. My whole life, I remember being ridiculed for having patchy skin. People would call me flaky, say I had alligator skin and things like that. So I'm learning to embrace that, and also learning to take care of myself and watch my skin. The only way to accept something is to fully embrace it, love it, learn it, and nurture it. So that's the journey that I am on. Also, fun fact, since it is my biggest insecurity at the moment, I am on video with no makeup, so you guys can kind of see some of the things that happen to my skin. I get dark spots, of course, I'm a female, hormones. I get patches, my lips swell, they get dry, they flake, so I have to really, really be mindful of what I put on my skin and take care of it, which you should do anyway, because your body is your temple.
Some insecurities that I can say that I've always felt insecure about being tall. Most of my friends are not my height, so being so tall, standing out in a crowd, I was a little shameful about that. But since I'm older now, I've learned to love it. I'm tall. There's nothing else. There's nothing I can do about it. I've learned to embrace it. God made me this way for a reason, and it's a beautiful thing to stand out. So that and my bottom was always insecurity of mine. My butt. I always want a big butt, but I feel like, you know, if God would have gave me that, He knew I couldn't handle it. So I tried to work out in the gym and work on that area. That area. But if it doesn't happen, I'm really okay with that. Once you get older, or you just start to realize that these things that you think are flaws are not. It's beautiful, and everybody has insecurities. So yeah, I just tried to embrace those things and be me.
So one of my biggest insecurities or flaws that I point out about myself is my mouth. I feel like I have very, very big smile. My mom used to pick on me, and she said I didn't smile genuine because, you know, I felt as though if I laughed too hard or smiled too big, that it would look unattractive. And honestly, I've overcome it now, because like I said, back to self-acceptance. I've just owned me and my beautiful big mouth, and, you know, I don't know. Yeah, so I guess it sounds silly, but like I said, we all have our things, and that's just my thing, my mouth. But you know what? I love my mouth, and you should love you too. No matter what it is, learn to love it. It's on you. It was made for you. And I think you're beautiful.